Hello everyone and welcome back to Sabi Market. We will help you turn data into meaningful insights. Well, in today's lesson, we are going to learn how we can use Power BI to adjust or set the correct data types for a particular column. So as you can see here, we have three different columns. We have the customer ID column, the gender column, and the address column. And as you can see, you see that the data types are placed correctly for all the variables, ranging from the customer ID to the address. But I'm going to still show you how we can change or assign any kind of data types, or especially the correct data types. For example, if you check this particular customer ID, if you go here, you can see that there are whole numbers. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and the list goes on. You can see that they are whole numbers and integer numbers. You can see that there are no decimal. So when you want to represent this type of data type, we say they are whole number. So if we wanted to change them, but it's actually correct, but let's say we want to change them, you change them or you call them whole numbers. So if we proceed to this particular transform tab, here you can see where we have data type and then it says whole number. Imagine we change this data type that we have in the Power Query editor. So let's say maybe the decimal number. When you touch down on this drop down here, then you have your full options of all or every data type that the Power Query editor has. So assuming we change this to decimal number, so it says that the selected column has an existing data type conversion, and so on and so on. So we click on replace current. So when we say replace current, you can see that over here, what was here before was 1, 2, 3, that is indicating the whole numbers. But as you can see now, we have 1.2 close to the customer ID variable. So that will show you that we have changed the data type from whole number to decimal number. And if you come over here to the Power Query settings, you will see that under apply steps, you see that a task has been performed which says changed type 1. So we can decide to rename this step or this task in order for it to be meaningful. So we can see we can change it to changed data type of customer ID. So you right click and then you click on rename, and then we simply rename it to changed data type of customer ID, and then you hit enter. So we've hit enter and you see that we have successfully renamed that particular step or task. So let's say we want to undo this step that we changed to decimal number, because we know that the correct data type that is supposed to be there is whole number. Let's say we want to undo it, so we simply come to this plus sign over here and then we click on it, and if we click on it, when you come back here, or when you look over here, you see that the 1.2, that is the decimal number, has gone back to the default, which was the whole number, that is 1 to 3. So this is how you can assign the most suitable data types based on the variable and the data that you have or that you're working with. So moving forward, we are going to do two significant things in data manipulation within the Power Query editor of the Power BI. First, we are going to create two new columns for our data by splitting an existing column, and then we are going to remove the existing column from our data table. So you can see that we have a column called the address, which is over here. This is the address column, and the column actually contains the city and state together. So you can see that we have cities just like Dallas, we have San Diego, we have Phoenix, we have Chicago, and the rest. And then we have states such as I think that should be Texas, California, Arizona, Illinois, and the rest, and they are being separated by a comma sign. So now we are going to split these values into two new columns. For example, we are going to include the cities in one column, that is the Dallas, San Diego, and the rest in one column, and then we are going to have the states in one column, like Texas, the California, Arizona, and so on, in another column. So to do that, we would have to click on the address column. We'll click on the address column, and so we are clicking on it so that we'll be able to select like the whole values in the column. Then we'll proceed to this tab, this add column tab, and then we'll go to extract. We'll click on extract, and then we're going to extract text before delimiter. So we're going to click on text before delimiter. So when we click for text before delimiter, it's going to take a while for it to load, so we have to wait. So we have this dialog in front of us. So it says enter the delimiter that marks the end of what you would like to extract. So our delimiter here is the comma sign, so we are going to simply put the comma, and then we are going to click on OK. So when you click on OK, you can see that we now have our cities in a new column. So we want our states in a new column as well. So we are going to repeat the same step. So this is already selected. Then to the add column tab, and then we click on extract. But this time we are going to click on text after delimiter. So we click on text after delimiter, and okay, it's here now. So we are going to enter the delimiter that marks the beginning of what we would like to extract, which is also the comma. So we'll put the comma sign, and then we click on OK. So when we click on OK, you will see that we have successfully created two new columns, that is the cities and the states. So we're going to rename this first column, we're going to rename it to cities, and then we'll click on, or rather we hit the enter button or the key, and then we're going to rename this to states. So we double click and then we write states, and then we hit the enter key as well. So we have successfully renamed the two new columns. So what we're going to do next is to remove the existing column where we created the two new columns from. We are going to remove it because it's not of any use anymore. So we right click and then we click on remove. So when we click on remove, you can see that we now have variables such as customer ID, gender, cities and states. And when you look over to your right, that is the query settings, you can see the steps that we've taken. We have inserted text before delimiter, inserted text after delimiter, renamed columns, and then removed columns. So if there's anyone you feel that you don't understand or it's not meaningful to you enough, you can always rename them by right clicking and then renaming them. So this is how you can split an existing column and also remove that existing column by creating or adding two new columns within your data table using the Power BI, actually the Power Query editor in Power BI. So that is all for now. Thank you for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and please do not forget to subscribe. I want to use this medium to thank all of our subscribers, both old and new one. Thank you very much. If you know anyone that this video is going to be helpful to, please be a good friend or just be a good person and share this video with them. If you have any comments or any questions, please leave them in the comment sections below and I will attend to them all. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.